A young man shared the following recording, which he had apparently kept archived for quite some time. After playing with an alleged Ouija board, strange events started to unfold inside his home. That night, he had a friend over who was helping him with a cardboard cutout for a project they were working on. But the young man quickly realized that things were not what they seemed.
So you already down there with the cardboard cutout? Yeah. Alright. So ready to go? Alright, that's pretty good. Can you move it a little bit to my left? Alright. A little bit further back. It's a little too visible. Just a little bit further back. Yo. Just like... Hello? I just need like a foot backwards. Dude. Joey. Here. What? Joe, where'd you go? Hello? Here. Dude, what are you doing? What the?
At first, he thought his friend was downstairs preparing the cardboard cutouts, so he went down to help him position everything. Then, all of a sudden, the friend he believed was in the basement started speaking to him from upstairs. That would mean that whatever had been talking to him downstairs was not his friend. But even after running upstairs to check on him, things became even stranger, because his friend seemed to vanish and could not be found in that moment. Several strange shadow sightings were also captured in the recording. To the young man, it was clear that something sinister had entered his home, and that these shadow figures appeared to resemble his friend, while clearly not being human. So, what do you think happened here? Andrew is a young man who usually only posts lifestyle content on social media. That night, he was staying in an Airbnb in the middle of nowhere when he started hearing some pretty strange noises. That is when he began recording.
Somebody opened my Airbnb while I was in the shower. Hello? Hello? It's just me, guys, in this Airbnb. So it's literally just me out here. I'm in Indio, and literally no one else is around. It's literally all empty. I usually don't post content like this. What was that? Hello? Guys are there. Hello? I'm gonna get the side. Cause I don't know what's going on ahead. I don't know what's going on out here, guys. I'm definitely gonna check out my B&B if this keeps up, y'all. I'm dead ass gonna just hop in my car. I'm gonna lock all the doors in the house.
Several odd sounds can be heard in the footage, including what some viewers describe as a strange childlike voice. Then the camera picks up another sound coming from right outside the door.
Just hop in my car. Just hop in my car.
It is unclear whether there is a logical explanation for what was recorded, or if something else may have been nearby. What is your explanation? Just a skit? Or was something actually around? The following video features a young woman who witnessed some inexplicable activity inside her apartment. She was alone at the time, and it is unknown what exactly sparked these strange events.
I've been hearing some creepy noises down here for a while, and I'm scared. I wanted to try and record it, because no one's gonna believe me. Now, as soon as I record it, nothing happens, okay? Huh? No. You gotta be. This isn't funny. This has gotta be a prank. Hello? Oh my god. Hello? Guys, this isn't funny. What the? Hello? Hello? I'm coming in. Skittles. Nothing. Okay, this is getting weird. What? Is that the chair? Oh, God. I'm getting out of this place. What the? Oh, my God. No!
She walks over to check it out and spots what looks like a shadow moving inside one of the rooms. When she investigates, there's no one there. Then from another room down the hall, she hears a knocking sound coming from behind the door. She opens the door, fully expecting to find someone standing there, but instead the room is completely empty, with nothing inside, except for the family cat. If it was just a prank, how would that even be possible when she was home alone? There are also some strange audio malfunctions that can be heard throughout the recording. And nobody seems to have a clear explanation for them. After this happens, the family starts avoiding the basement altogether, but the sounds don't stop. Eventually, her brother Joshua decides he's going to go down there himself and figure out what's making all the noise.
Video every single night at the same time this knocking starts. Terrifying the first few days, but now it's just annoying the hell out of us. Yup, I hear ya. Fucking A. Nothing. Always nothing. Brand new house too. And now this door's open. To the creepy ass fucking room. God fucking damn it. Fucking A. What the fuck? Oh my fucking god. Oh my god.
While he's down there, he hears something shifting around inside the crawl space behind the wall. Joshua doesn't stick around to find out what it is. He turns and bolts back upstairs. The family ended up uploading the footage, asking if anyone could make sense of it. So far, no one's been able to tell them what or who was actually down there.
Believe what you don't believe what you...
A Redditor who'd been living in an older apartment with 2 roommates for about half a year started noticing something weird. Anything they put up on the walls, posters, framed photos, decorations, kept falling down without any obvious cause. They figured it was nothing at first, just bad luck or loose nails, but it didn't stop. The more it happened, the harder it became to shrug off. Then one evening, while she's the only one home, she pulls out her phone and captures something that takes the whole situation to a different level.
What the?
She films a framed picture swinging on the wall, rocking side to side with no one touching it. A few seconds after that, her desk chair starts rotating on its own until it's facing directly toward her. The video stops there because, according to her, she left the room immediately and stayed in the kitchen until the others got back. Once the footage goes up on Reddit, a few people offer a rational take. They notice an air vent mounted right above the picture frame and suggest that maybe airflow from the heating system is what's causing the movement. She mentions that the heat normally kicks on around 4 in the afternoon, so the following day, right before that window, she sets up her camera aimed at the vent to see what happens.
This is our vent test. We have about a minute until the heat's supposed to cycle on. We're gonna see if that does anything to move the picture frame. He did not come on yet.
While she waits in the kitchen for her roommates to get home, trying to calm herself after reviewing the footage, she hears a loud bang at the door. She checks and finds a shoe somehow fell down the steps. Then another bang echoes from inside the apartment. When she hurries back into the room, she discovers the picture frame has now fallen completely off the wall and landed on the floor. Was the vent truly responsible for all this bizarre and unsettling activity? Or did her experiment only succeed in making things even stranger and more difficult to explain? Whatever the real answer might be, this apartment doesn't seem eager to let the mystery go anytime soon. After hearing stories about strange activity at Dublin's Clarence Hotel, a guy decided to visit the place himself. He booked a room and started filming, panning the camera around slowly to capture the whole space. At first glance, there's nothing unusual. The room looks quiet and empty, exactly like you'd expect. Everything looked ordinary at first glance. Then, captured on camera for only an instant, a dark-haired female figure materialized in the reflection behind him. Strangely, he showed no reaction whatsoever and kept recording, as though nothing unusual had occurred. The rest of the footage shows nothing else unusual throughout the entire video, making this single moment even more disturbing and unexplainable. Whatever appeared in that mirror was only there for a brief instant, before vanishing completely into thin air. According to the man who filmed this, he was traveling by himself that night, with absolutely no one else in the room. A Reddit user going by Get the Base was filming his aquarium one afternoon, planning to post a quick showcase of some new fish he'd picked up for his Instagram. At the time, nobody else was home. But while the camera was running, he ended up recording something he definitely wasn't expecting.
Alright guys, got some new fish. Pretty big tank as well. There's currently 2 black ones, 2 gold ones. I've called them Goldie number 2, a black one, and if you guys have any suggestions for names that... What the What the
As he's talking about the fish, a pale hand suddenly appears on the glass of the tank. The moment he seems to notice it, the hand jerks back and disappears. He whips around the corner to look, but there's nobody standing there. Given the room's layout and the camera's field of view, someone would need considerably more time to reach the stairs or make it down the hallway before the camera could possibly capture them. Yet observers noticed what appeared to be a faint shadow drifting across the entryway that didn't seem to belong to him at all. After that incident, he began hearing strange banging sounds echoing through his house whenever he was home alone. He decided to set up a camera to record and capture what might happen, and that's when things took a truly disturbing turn.
Alright guys, so I just thought I'd record a video. I'm home alone. I've been hearing like occasional banging noises every few days. It's quite late at night. It's like about 1 AM now. I heard a couple of sort of banging. Sometimes it sounds like footsteps, like in the last 10 minutes. Sorry, my camera, by the way, keeps defocusing. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I just thought I'd record to just try and like catch any. Hell.
He's standing near the staircase when a loud bang echoes from upstairs. Then something comes barreling down the steps, heading straight toward him. So was this the same thing that touched his tank earlier? Or is the whole thing just staged? That part's still up for debate, and you'll have to decide for yourself. According to the uploader, he'd been coming home to a strange pattern. Items in his living room would be out of place, knocked over, or lying on the floor when he was certain he'd left everything normal. Since he shares the house with just his dog, the obvious suspect seemed like the pet, maybe jumping around while he was gone. To figure out what was actually happening, he installed a camera aimed at the living room. One evening, he came back to find the usual disorder waiting for him. When he pulled up the recording to see what his dog had been up to, what he saw stopped him cold. The ball rolls mysteriously across the floor with no visible cause, and in the days that follow, he captures even stranger phenomena as more objects begin moving on their own without explanation. Then he started hearing noises from the attic, strange enough that he placed another camera up there to record whatever was making the sounds, and the camera did pick something up. You can hear the attic door swinging open and slamming shut with nobody near it, making those eerie sounds echo through the house. One night, his dog starts whimpering loudly enough that he gets up to check on it and see what's wrong. That's when the situation takes a much darker and more terrifying turn. Every time the activity picks up, there's this weird interference on a radio in the background. Some kind of static or distortion that only happens during these moments. Almost like whatever's causing this is affecting the electronics too. Whether you think it's paranormal or just a string of coincidences, the footage itself is hard to ignore. A Reddit user who goes by Dead353 posted this clip online with a pretty straightforward explanation of what happened. A black bear had been getting into the garbage near his house, and one rainy night when he was home all by himself, he heard something moving around outside his window. He quickly grabbed his camera, hoping to capture some footage of the bear, but what he actually ended up recording turned out to be a whole lot harder to explain.
So, I heard a noise. There was a black bear running around. He's been attacking our trash cans lately, and I want to get video of him because, like, my parents are away right now, but I want to see this black bear, and, like, he's hanging out in the woods around here, and I'm sure of it. Because he's been attacking our trash cans lately. Wait a minute. Who's in my room? Hey! Whoa. Who's in here? Okay, alright. Yeah, no, I'm getting out of here.
After carefully surveying the area outside his property, he sees absolutely no sign of any movement or activity. However, the moment he turns the camera back toward his house, a dark black figure can clearly be seen standing motionless inside his room, visible through the window. He hurries back into the house, but there's nobody waiting for him when he arrives. The room is completely empty, so what exactly was captured on that camera? Was this authentic footage of a shadow figure? Or perhaps just a trick of light and circumstance? Maybe something else entirely? The conclusion, as ever, remains firmly in your hands. A TikTok user from France named Lucas has been dealing with some pretty strange stuff happening in his home. He and a friend have been hearing footsteps when no one else is around, loud banging noises they can't explain, and objects that seem to move on their own. Whatever's been going on has only gotten worse over the last few weeks. Lucas had never filmed anything like this before, but he finally grabbed his phone to document it, not really sure what he was about to find.
Alors, on vient de mettre pause au film, ça a couru à l'étage, et ça bouge de ouf. Lucas, tu vas voir.
C'est grave chelou que ça bouge sans rien, ça. Ça va se casser la gueule.
C'est hyper flippant.
Ça s'arrête pas, hein.
Faut qu'on aille voir.
Vas-y.
Je t'attends en bas. Hein.
Cool. Bah viens avec moi.
C'était une blague. Merde, ta chambre. C'est déjà bien flippant.
La chambre rouge.
Et donc là, il y a Mimi qui nous a rejoint. Donc là, on est sur le reportage maison hantée. Je tiens à préciser qu'on a entendu quelqu'un littéralement courir à l'étage. C'était pas le chat, évidemment, il était vers nous. Et on n'a rien dans la chambre.
They head upstairs and walk into the red room first. Nothing looks off, so they move on to check the guest room.
Pas comme chambre.
C'est la chambre d'amis. Mais on s'en sert quasiment pas.
C'est hyper flippant. Ok, donc là, il y a littéralement une porte ouverte. Ce qui est...
Ouais, bah, normalement, c'est le placard qui est fermé. C'est le placard où j'ai mis tout le bordel que j'ai emménagé.
Lucas notices the closet door is standing open, which the owner mentions shouldn't be happening since it's normally kept shut and latched. They walk over cautiously and look inside, checking every corner, but there's nothing unusual or out of place. As soon as they turn around to head back downstairs though, the footsteps start up again directly above them. They approach the guest room slowly, carefully following the sound of footsteps coming from within, when suddenly there's a loud bang on the door. They pull it open and look inside, but once again, just like before, there's absolutely nothing there. A lot of viewers pointed out the cat's reaction in the footage. The animal clearly looks spooked, like it can sense something in that room that the two men can't see. Lucas ends up placing a security camera in the guest room to see if it picks up anything while he's not in there. Later that night, he hears more noises upstairs. When he reviews the recording, he finds something he wasn't expecting. The guest room closet door mysteriously opens all by itself in the footage, and it seems that most of the paranormal activity that's been happening appears to be focused on this particular area. Given how cluttered that closet is, I suspect a haunted object buried among all those belongings might be the trigger for everything happening here. But what's your opinion? Are we witnessing genuine paranormal phenomena, or could this be an elaborate hoax? You decide. According to Brandown, he had used a Ouija board at some point before this, but he says he made a mistake. He never properly closed out the session when he was done. After that, he claims strange activity started happening around his home. The events kept getting worse over time, until one night he woke up to unexplained noises coming from somewhere in the house. He grabbed his camera and started recording. What shows up in the footage is genuinely disturbing.
¡Ay, cabrón! No manches. ¿Qué era eso? No. Ay, no manches.
A pale gray face suddenly appears from behind the corner, staring directly at him with hollow eyes. He rushes over to confront it, but finds nothing there when he arrives. Terrified, he turns and runs back toward his room. But just as he reaches the doorway, the door violently slams shut right in front of his face. The video cuts off immediately after. When using a Ouija board, it's absolutely crucial to close the session properly and make sure nothing follows you afterward. But whether that's actually what happened in this particular case or not, I'll leave that judgment entirely up to you to make. A guy named Mario has been dealing with paranormal activity in his home for quite a while now. Objects moving on their own without explanation, shadow figures appearing in different rooms throughout the house, and plenty of other strange and unexplainable events happening all around his property. Mario's tried everything at this point, but nothing seems to work. He's reached out to priests multiple times, desperately asking them to help with whatever dark presence is lurking inside the house. But none of them believed him or took his claims seriously. So one day, he finally decided to grab his camera and start filming everything that happens, hoping to catch something real on tape that would serve as undeniable proof. And what he managed to record is pretty hard to ignore.
Buenas tardes, en mi casa, veo la cámara, llaman, no hay nadie. Pero no hay nadie. No hay nadie, golpean la puerta. Esto es rarísimo. ¡Ay! Esto es rarísimo. ¿Qué es esto? No hay nadie parado abajo. ¿Es algo, Batata? Estoy en pedo y hay alguien ahí. ¿Qué carajo es esto? ¿Qué está ahí? ¿Ay?
He checks outside, no one there. But when he looks at the window, there's a shadow shaped like a person standing right behind the glass. Mario insists there was nothing on the other side of that wall that could have created the shadow figure he captured. But it gets stranger. Right as the shadow appears, the bike pump sitting on the chair in front of it suddenly falls to the floor on its own. Hopefully Mario shares more footage soon. But for now, what's your take on all of this? Does it seem genuine to you? Is the house really haunted or just an elaborate hoax? You be the judge. A Brazilian man named Marcio Palma has been living by himself for a while now, sharing his place with just 2 cats. Up until recently, everything had been pretty quiet and normal. But then he started noticing weird sounds throughout the house. One afternoon, while he's playing with his cats, he hears what sounds like cups falling in the kitchen. He goes to look, and there's nobody in there at all. A little while later, he's settling in to watch something on Netflix when something happens that stops him cold.
informazioni. Ciao, sono Elisa e sono andata dai miei ragazzi.
Keep your eyes on the bedroom door. According to Marcio, he always leaves that door open, but right here it slams shut hard, all on its own. And when he walks back into the living room, you can see the overhead light swinging back and forth with nobody near it. He tries to sit down and start his movie again, but whatever's happening in the house isn't finished. Just a few seconds later, watch what happens next. The activity is getting more and more hostile every minute, but despite the danger, he continues to record anyway. Objects can be seen moving on their own, doors closing by themselves, and knocking sounds can be heard coming from around the house. After everything that's happened, Marcio says moving in alone might have been a mistake and that living by yourself leaves you vulnerable when strange things start happening. What do you think?